Hello everyone, Bob Main with another episode of Bob's Bullet Points. Thanks for watching. So a few years back I did a video on modifying your handgun, and I also did a podcast, an audio podcast at Handgun World about the same. Well, I want to introduce a 2-year project, and I've modified a Glock 19, and I want to talk about it because, you know, I hate Glock's marketing slogan of perfection. I wish they would have never came up with that because they're not perfect. But the great thing about Glocks is they can be made to be as close to perfect for you as you want to. That's another strength of 1911 pistols as well. You can modify them. And no, I don't hate 1911s. But anyway, back to Glock. So this is a 3rd generation Glock that I want to talk a little bit about. We'll start with the barrel. Now, I modified this for competition only. I'll say that again, for competition only, because there's some things on this I would not do if it was a carry gun. Wilson Combat barrel, which I'm very impressed with, about 3,000 rounds through it. Trijicon HD sights with a green front sight, which I really like. I'm going to flip it around like this and get this up a little closer. A Larry Vickers slide stop slide release. It really helps. The cool thing about it is it helps me release the slide, but I used to have a problem with the Glock slide lock, and that is I would be accidentally locking the slide open with my thumb. That doesn't happen with this one. A Vickers magazine release button as well, which is nicely done. Some of the texturing, I've had texture put on the thumb pads. I've had the finger grooves taken off, and a little bit of an undercut right here of the trigger guard, not much, but a little bit, just so I can get a higher grip and I don't get quite as much slide bite. A lot of people don't know, if you get slide bite from a Glock, just by undercutting the trigger guard, it changes your angle on the gun, your hand angle, just a little bit. It actually alters that grip angle just enough to eliminate slide bite for some. Obviously, with the 4th and 5th gen Glocks, you can put on the beaver tail back straps. And I had the back strap also textured as well. And the best thing about it is I put a Glock 3.5 pound trigger disconnector or connector. And that really made it kind of nice. That I haven't tried the trigger gauge yet, but I'm going to say it's around 4 pounds, maybe slightly less than a 4 pound trigger pull. So let's give this thing a shot, and several shots. Get back here, going to shoot some steel at roughly about 7 to 9 yards and have some fun. And the 3.5 pound trigger disconnect, go ahead and take a look at the target. Pretty rapid fire, and all hits at this range. You know, I'm going to say that makes a huge difference. A lot of people don't realize how much of a difference the 3.5 pound disconnect makes, especially for rapid fire. I didn't do anything else to the trigger. Everything else is a stock part. In fact, the 3.5 pound connector is a Glock stock part. So that's it. That's my almost perfect Glock. And thanks for watching another episode of Bob's Bullet Points. I'd like to get your comments, put some feedback in this video, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget about my weekly audio podcast at handgunworld.com. This is also sponsored by Concealment Solutions, makers of fantastic holsters. Thanks for watching.